Yes, you have to love that sound. Wabash visiting DePauw for the 116th Monon Bell game. Scoreless in the first quarter. Quarterback Spud Dick zips a pass to Nathan Evans for DePauw. They're ringing the little mini Monon Bell out there. Wabash played much better in the second half. Derek Yoder takes it across the goal line. Wabash takes the lead, but they trailed by 1 point late in the third. Jonathan Horn goes the distance. Honk, honk. Horn, see you later. Little Giants are taking the Monon Bell for another year. Wabash wins 32-19.
Hey, let's talk some football now. Yesterday in Greencastle, DePauw and Wabash meeting on the football field for the 116th time in the annual Battle for the Monon Bell. Nearly 9,000 red and black-clad fans jamming into Blackstock Stadium. DePauw gets on the board early second quarter. Spud Dick finds Nathan Evans for the 4-yard TD. Tigers on top, 7-0. Wabash would get on the board with 7 seconds to go in the half, however. Matt Hudson over the middle to Cody Lamont. 9-yard score. PAT no good. DePauw still up by 1. Little Giants start up the second half quickly, however. First drive, Derek Yoder takes the handoff, goes in from 9 yards out. Wabash has its first lead, 12-7. This game would go back and forth, however. That's what it's all about. John Ellis helping put DePauw back out in front of the next drive, plunges in. 2-point try failed. DePauw up by 1. That's when Hudson gets hot. Finishes the third with 2 touchdown passes, including this one to Wes Chambly. The quarterback finishes the day with a 3-touchdown performance. Wabash led at 25-13. Tommy Mamborg then finishes off the Tigers, completes the 92-yard drive with the short touchdown. For the first time in 3 years, the Monon Bell heading back to Crawfordsville. It's there as we speak. Wabash wins convincingly 32-19 over DePauw. Finished the season at 9-1, kicking off a weekend celebration. With the story from Greencastle, here's our Larry Holly.
All week long they talk about the history of this rivalry,
including what's different about them and them.
Get that kind of information pumped into us all the time.
While the separation between the two rivals might seem as clear as black and red.
That's the perfect example of how fierce this rivalry is.
This much-lauded history would show that not to be a fact.
That hadn't really dawned on me until you just said it.
That in 115 previous meetings, set aside a couple of ties, DePauw has won 53, and Wabash 53-2.
All the guys that have played before us, it's unbelievable that the score is this close.
And after losing 2 straight Bell games, Wabash came out of the locker room here at Blackstock Stadium hoping to change the record back into their favor. And they did so in an unusual way for this series, by turning it into a one-sided game.
To look up in the fourth quarter and see that we had a 3-touchdown lead, I was absolutely shocked.
But after 4 of the last 5 Bell games were decided by 7 points or less, Hudson and the Little Giants offense made that a reality by scoring on their first 4 possessions of the second half.
What we did, we finally came out and executed to our potential like we should have been all season, and the good thing was it happened at the right time.
Couple that with an opportunistic defense, and Wabash scored its first victory over DePauw since 2006. A decisive win that brings home the bell.
This is absolutely surreal right now. It's everything I imagined it to be plus more. So I'm so incredibly excited right now. This team that we played had provided nothing but a house of horrors for me, and to finally get the monkey off my back it just feels amazing right now.
The loss last year was the worst loss I've ever had in my career, the most painful, and not just to lose, but just get dominated like we did. So this one feels good for sure.
It's unbelievable, man. I've never won a Bell game before. It's just the greatest feeling in football for me.
While also having an extra ring than their opponent. Larry Hawley, IndySportsNation.com.